Hey everyone, today we're diving into a very special topic. Juneteenth! What is it? Why do we celebrate it? And how can you be a part of the festivities? Stick around to find out! A holiday that marks a crucial moment in American history? Celebrated on June 19th. Juneteenth commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. But there's a lot more to it, so let's dive right in. Our story begins during the American Civil War, which lasted from 1861 to 1865. On January 1863, in the midst of this conflict, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. This landmark executive order declared that all enslaved people in the Confederate States were to be set free. However, the enforcement of this proclamation depended on the advance of Union troops, and many slaveholders in the South ignored it. Texas, being one of the most remote slave states, saw little fighting and was largely untouched by Union forces. As a result, the enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation in Texas was slow and inconsistent. It wasn't until June 19, 1865, over 2 years after the proclamation, that Union soldiers, led by Major General Gordon Granger, arrived in Galveston, Texas, to announce that the Civil War had ended and that all enslaved people were now free. And that's why June 19th, or Juneteenth, is such an important date. It marks the day when the last remaining enslaved African Americans in the Confederacy learned of their freedom, finally bringing an end to centuries of enslavement. Juneteenth celebrations began in Texas as early as 1866. Freedmen organized events that included music, barbecues, prayer services, and other activities. These celebrations were a way to honor their freedom, reflect on their struggles, and build a sense of community and resilience. During the Reconstruction era, Juneteenth celebrations grew in significance. However, the rise of Jim Crow laws and racial segregation in the late 19th and early 20th centuries made it difficult to hold public celebrations. Despite these challenges, African Americans continued to observe Juneteenth, and the tradition was carried with them during the Great Migration, when millions moved from the rural South to urban areas in the North and West. By the mid-20th century, the Civil Rights Movement brought renewed attention to Juneteenth. Activists used the day to highlight the ongoing struggle for equality and justice. It wasn't until 1980 that Texas became the first state to officially recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday, thanks to the efforts of activists like Al Edwards, an African-American state legislator. Following Texas, many other states gradually recognized Juneteenth as a holiday. Today, Juneteenth is celebrated across the United States, and in 2021, it was designated a federal holiday, officially known as Juneteenth National Independence Day. Juneteenth is not just a historical marker, it's a vibrant celebration of African American culture and heritage. Across the United States, people celebrate with parades, music, food, and community events. It's a time for reflection, education, and recommitment to the ongoing struggle for equality and justice. One great way to honor Juneteenth is by learning more about African American history and the contributions of Black Americans. Read books, watch documentaries, and engage in conversations about our collective history and the work that still needs to be done. Many also use Juneteenth as a day of service, giving back to their communities through volunteering and activism. It's about celebrating progress while recognizing the work that still lies ahead. So, whether you're attending a local celebration, educating yourself and others, or simply reflecting on the significance of the day, there are many ways to honor Juneteenth. Let's celebrate freedom and continue the fight for equality. Happy Juneteenth, everyone!